All right. Welcome, everyone. We should be good to go and live. Have a super special guest with us here tonight, the one and only six-figure earner, Adam Shelton. Have some really special stuff planned for all of you guys here tonight. I'm really excited to learn what Adam's doing. I've been working with Adam that much in the very kind of recent months, and I've just kind of watched him grow, and he's absolutely crushing it with literally everything he's done. So I'm just as excited and have just as much anticipation for this call as all of you guys should. And with that said, Adam, thank you so much for being on here with us, man. We truly do appreciate it. And before we go ahead and dive in, please, guys, let us know in the comments box to the right. Can you guys see us and hear us loud and clear? It says we're live. It says we got 26. We had 54 a minute ago. So the numbers are fluctuating. Let us know with a quick yes in the comments box. Can you guys see us? Can you guys hear us loud and clear? And then we'll go ahead and get this show on the road. Adam has some really good stuff planned for us here tonight and want to go ahead and make sure we're good to go. Yes, we can see and hear you. Perfect. Hello. Yes. Awesome. Cool. Looks like you guys can see us and hear us. Sophia, good to see you. Serena, Tina, Universe. I like the name. Once again, I remember last week now. Make Money Online. I like that name too. Rob Henderson, Chris Henchy. Good to see so many people on here. David Twomey. Good to see all of you guys. And with that said, Adam, it looks like they can see us and hear us loud and clear. And I think we're good to go ahead and dive in. So before we go ahead and get the show on the road, I'll just kind of give Adam a quick little introduction. Adam's actually a student of ours. He's a student of multiple different people in the industry. He's a student of the game in general. And I first met Adam at a live event back, I believe, the end of 2018. He got out to our live event in Reno, Nevada. And Adam was like that guy in the crowd that you knew based on just kind of how intense and how focused and how hungry he was and how, strong his desire was to succeed. You knew that he was absolutely going to crush it and going to break through. And at that event, he actually got started with our mentorship program. He was the student going through the mentorship program that was literally just doing everything we told him to do. And, everything I told him to do, he would do it. He would do it really fast. He would get it done. He would bring it back for me to review again. And that really is the trait of every single, one of the successful students in our community. That's the commonality. So, I didn't know exactly what path Adam was going to take, but I absolutely knew that he was going to get there one way or another. And here we are just a few short years later, and he's raking in a six-figure online income. He's got stuff going with YouTube. He's got stuff going with crypto. He's got stuff going with courses. He's got stuff going with partnerships. And overall, he is absolutely crushing it. And I love to see it just as someone who's worked with you and, seen you grow over the years. It's awesome to see. And Adam, I know there's a few people on here. You're super, involved with the community, and we absolutely love it. But there's a few people on here that might not kind of know, your story, who you are, where you came from. And I know I kind of gave you the MC intro there for a second. But why don't you just take a couple of minutes and get everyone filled in specifically on who you are, what you're about, your story. I know it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, and kind of, what led you to this point here tonight on this call.
Man, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Misha Wilson. Absolutely. I'm excited, man. Yes, it's a journey. And I kind of just stumbled upon this. It was just one day I just got sick and tired of my job, the JLB, the traffic, my boss, not having enough time. And I went to YouTube and I found a couple of videos. One was Keisha, one was yourself. And I just needed a way out, man. It was more like I was just tired of the hustle and bustle. I was working 9 to 9. And, just like anybody else, any normal person that's just stuck in their career or in their job or in their lives. And I just went to YouTube. A friend of mine said, why don't you go to YouTube to look at some opportunities? I'm like, opportunity? What are you talking about, opportunities? So I went there on my lunch break. I was already tired throughout the day because I got there 5 a.m. doing somebody else's job. And I typed in affiliate marketing or make money online. That's what I did. So I typed in make money online, and Keisha Bass's video at the time popped up first. And I'm like, okay. So I watched her video and I was just stuck on there. I was like, she seems to be somebody I want to follow. And then what she's talking about seemed effortless. And then I saw your video and I saw the other videos. And that's how I began the journey. It was more like I needed a way out. I saw somebody had something that I wanted, and then I just went for it. That's exactly how I got started. That's exactly how I got started. Mm-hmm.
And everyone, from kind of a marketing, lesson, Adam was in a state of pain, right? And he had a certain desire, and he wanted to move towards his desire and his away from pain. So again, it always comes down to those two things. And Adam, that's how you got started. But then from there, I mean, what year exactly was that? I know it's 2021 now. Time absolutely has flown the last year, but it wasn't an overnight thing. Everyone kind of sees everyone who's successful and they say, God, that person, he just, is a natural. That person, he can do it, but I can't do it. That tends to be the mindset within the marketplace. And I've seen the journey for you. I've seen you grow. I've seen you struggle. I've seen you struggle really fast, which is, obviously a sign of success in the future. But I've seen that progression. And so, I mean, fill people in. How long did it take you to get to where you are right now? What did that process look like? How many times did you fail? Because I know I still fail like 58 times a day, it feels like sometimes. And what did that look like for you?
I mean, it was scary because when I failed, I felt like, quitting, giving up. And when I first started this marketing journey, it was overwhelming. It was confused. It was a lot of language I didn't understand and a lot of marketing genre. It was a lot of programs still pitching me at the same time. I'm like, what does this mean? I didn't know. So I accidentally was joining a bunch of stuff. And the wife saw the bill, like, did you just sign up for 4 different opportunities in one day? And I was like, I did? Oh, yeah, I did. Because I just didn't know what I was doing. And so I was failing miserably. And some of those things I did do nothing. I did nothing. But Sam was the one I actually did something with. And the thing about it in the beginning, I struggled with it is because I just didn't have the right mindset to serve. I didn't have the millionaire mindset to keep pushing further. So I kept failing, man. I was failing. I would go through the assignments. I would go through the process, and I would just keep failing at the actually first steps, the second step, the third step. So I kept failing at it. But what kept me going was my why. That's what kept me going. And that's what kept me, at least I looked at her and I looked at my situation, the pain, the pleasure situation. And the pain was always there when I was taking action and quitting. And I was like, you know what? If I continue going down this road, I'm basically going to get worse. And I'm probably going to do something that I'm going to regret. And that was another area where I was like, I need to really focus on this. So I finally, after so many times of quitting or failing or just wanting giving up, I said, I'm going to focus on one thing. And that's just taking this first step of committing to the process. And once I decided to do that, because it wasn't overnight, like you said, that's when things started to happen. When I just committed to the process. Like, I'm going to send this email. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to go through the actually training and actually commit to it. And that's when things start to develop for me. So it took some time, man. It really took some months and some weeks and some tears and some blood and some yelling. Oh, I'm yelling out here. Boss yelling in here, the wife yelling here. I feel like a radio. Why everybody yelling at me? But anyway, it was just crazy. But it took time, but perseverance and a good mentorship program like Sam is, and it really helped me out a lot. And now I'm just, I'm excited right now.
Yeah. And I mean, for everyone on this call, I watched Adam for the better part of a year. And it's kind of, when you first get started, we want to give you everything that you need to succeed. But no matter what, you have to go through that period where, you're learning the language, right? You're learning the language, you're learning the structure, you're learning the processes, you're learning the tactics, you're learning the strategies. And there's no way as a mentor, we can try to make it as systematic as we can, but there's no way for us to just kind of download the language into your brain without you actually going through and learning it. And so Adam was really awesome because as he went through, you could see him struggling to learn certain concepts and certain principles, and he was applying things right, but in the wrong place, and then the wrong place, but right. And, it's just kind of part of it. And the only difference between Adam and so many people who get started, but then, not end up hitting their goals is he kept going. And I think Adam touched on something really profound when he said regret, right? The truth is that one of my mentors says there's always a cost. And the truth is that success, being successful, there's a huge cost to being successful. Adam, he sacrificed his time, he sacrificed his money, he sacrificed his, attention, he sacrificed his focus. He probably sacrificed some time with his family and his loved ones that he spent focused on the business because that was the thing that he was focused on doing. And that was the cost. And that's the cost of being successful. But the cost of not being successful is the regret that you feel, down the road when you realize, holy crap, I could have done this. I could have done more. I could have lived up to my potential. I could have stepped up. I could have done all these things, but I stopped, but I quit. But, I couldn't persist through that one tough time. And therefore, your story is completely different. So, not to get too deep or anything, but Adam, I loved watching the process with you, man, and you're absolutely crushing it. We have 100 people on here now. Give some comments, likes, hearts, and shares. If you guys are watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon notification button. Let us know in the comments box if you guys are getting value. Go ahead and type in #value and share this with another marketer that needs to hear this message. And with that said, so Adam, obviously you got started, you already mentioned, God, I bought 5 different opportunities in one day. I got in trouble with my wife, right? There's so many different options out there. And I was the same way, right? I didn't have a wife, but I was buying everything under the moon when I first got started. And so, you ended up landing on sand. You ended up landing with the vehicle of affiliate marketing. And really for you, that's the thing that allowed you to kind of get your initial breakthrough, affiliate marketing as an overall whole. And so I'm just kind of curious, when you look at that model, you've seen everything out there in the marketplace at this point. I've seen you in multiple different things. What about affiliate marketing do you like? What about it as an income vehicle, as an opportunity, as really kind of a business model, which, at a core level, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. What about it do you like? And then from there, what about sand do you like in the context of affiliate marketing?
Man, the first question, affiliate marketing, I think the reason why I like affiliate marketing is that I have an opportunity. I could be myself at a program or a product. I can just be me. As long as I understand the concept of that product, I can just be me and actually build a relationship with my audience. And I don't necessarily need to be an expert. I don't need to necessarily have a script. I can just be me. I can market on video. I can market on email. I can market doing a post. And I could just be me. I think that's the best thing about it. And I don't have to create the whole thing. I don't have to create the whole thing. I can say, okay, I'm going to market this today. Okay, what is the structure in terms of the pay and all the commission structure? It's basic things I need to know. But if I'm bought into it, I'm like, I can be myself. Where at a job, I'm a robot. I'm being like this person. I'm being like Bob. Bob hates his job. I'm being like Bob today. I could be like Adam by being in affiliate marketing for sand. And I can take all that training and understanding the genre, understanding the tactics and the strategy, understanding that first, but then do not lose yourself. Find your own personality. For me, I'm energy. I'm in your face. My stuff is different. It's raw, but it works. It works for my audience. It works for the people that I'm attracting. And so once you learn basic marketing skill, and sand teaches you that every day. Look in the back office. It's full of information back there. Once you're understanding there, then you find your personality. And that's what I like about affiliate marketing is because I don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has been created. I can just take it and just run with it and put my own spin on it. And you can make 6 figures off an affiliate marketing program if you stick with it long enough and you put things into it and you put your own personality and spin into it. And always reinvest into yourself and coaching and mentorship along with the affiliate marketing, especially with sand, because you'll learn new tactics and strategies that you can push inside your own type of vehicle. Then you just be powerful. Oh my God. But affiliate marketing is definitely a game changer. Now you got so many products and companies now are affiliates because they understanding that, okay, we need to get more people creating content over this. And if we can find people with personality and zazz, or is a good email marketer or a person that's good on the phone, it's a game changer for those companies and a game changer for you because then now you got all this incoming streams that's lining up. And with Sand will definitely teach you that with that mentorship and coaching. Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, and I like to tell people that we have Sand, but I actually still am an affiliate marketer. So we have, ClickFunnels affiliate streams. We have multiple. And so it's something that it's a business model that I like because it allows you to get started. Like you said, all you have to do is inject yourself, which is just as a marketing lesson too. There's what you call Me Too marketing, and then there's real affiliate marketing. Me Too marketing is what you do not want to do. Me Too marketing is what everyone does most of the time, which leads to everyone failing most of the time. And it's just when you go and you get the same product, you get the same funnel, you go to the same traffic sources, you have the same message, everything's the same, and then you expect a different result, right? And that's what Adam did differently. If you see his YouTube videos, if you see his channels, if you see his social media and everything in between, he injected him into it, and he wasn't relying just on the program. Now, the powerful thing is that the program is there. The program's built. You don't have to build the product. You don't have to host the events. You don't have to do 95% of all the hard work that we do. But at the same time, once again, you have to inject yourself into it. And then also, it's an amazing vehicle to start out with, but also long term, as you have your own products, as you have your own courses, as you have your own, ecosystem that you build out, which I think all of you guys should have the goal to build out your own thing, because that is the most fulfilling, cool, and kind of exciting thing once you get to that level. Integrating affiliate marketing into that ecosystem and still leveraging it without forgetting about it is one of the most powerful things you can do, because the bigger your business gets, the more income streams you have, the bigger all those income streams are. And you end up with this kind of, 30,000 foot view. You got 5,000 coming in there, 10,000 coming in there, your main income vehicle. And it's kind of like this, ultimately it's this money-making machine, but at the same time, it gives a lot of value. It provides a lot of value. It gives you a lot of fulfillment. And if you're promoting good, high quality, market leading, high value products, which we of course tell you to do, it's something that really benefits the marketplace overall. So Adam, love that you mentioned that you inserted you into it. That's critical for everyone on here. And once again, love it. Let us know in the comments box if you guys are getting value. And with that said, guys, you obviously know, or you should know, that this is a little interview, with Adam, based on the fact that Adam is going to be one of our speakers for the upcoming Profit Nitro virtual event. I will be announcing the exact dates very soon here, very shortly. But Adam's going to be one of the speakers at the upcoming Profit Nitro event. And so just Adam, for kind of, a behind the scenes sneak peek, some value, some really tangible, actionable, specific step-by-step instruction style of training. What are a few things that are working really well for you in your business right now to get you more views, to get you more leads, to get you more sales, to drive, your commissions, which you're obviously doing really well with? What's working right now to drive maximum results for you and your business, brother?
I think you touched on it earlier. I think we both talked about it. It was like starting with your why. And I think that for me, before I do a video, before I send an email out, I really get clear with that. And honestly, I think about some of the pain that I went through, and that pushes me through. That really does. Like the long nights, sitting in the office and you're the only one there and the lights turned down a little bit because they didn't pay the bill and because they're blaming you for being there because you're doing something for somebody else. I can remember that, the last donut on the ground and I'm hungry, but I dropped it because I've been there all day. There's little things like that. I remember those pain points. And I get clear with my wife and the things I want to accomplish. And that gets me going. That gets me going with that next video. I'm using that video. This video is going to be the video that really impacts somebody's life. And I speak with my attractive character. I'm speaking right to him in that video or my email or my post. I'm speaking to him. I'm speaking to that person that needs to be helped, that needs to be saved or needs to be, motivated, inspired. But I get clear with that. And I'll talk a little bit more about that during the event, about getting clear with your why and your concepts and your abilities. But I really get more in trust with my marketing or even my message with my energy and my focusedness with it. And that's what starts. I really do. And then I just kind of just sells from the heart. And I really help and teach and motivate and help people move to the next level or the next step. Because I remember me being in the office with the donut on the ground and I'm sitting here like I'm starving. I've been there 12 hours and the boss did something to my lunch. It's a long story, but I remember those times. And so I'm like, I gotta do this email because I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards. So I remember the pain, but then again, I think about the pleasure. I think about the beach. I think about, relaxing on the white sand beach. I think about that. But the stuff that you taught, for so long is the pain, the pleasure. That's the works. And when you get clear with that pain and that pleasure, you're like, I'm doing this video today. I don't care if I got cry on my eyes and I'm tired. I'm doing this today. Because that video could be one video away, or that one email, that one traffic away from changing everything. It could be one thing away from like putting you to one level to the next level, but you never know unless you take those action steps. And I used to be that person. I'll do it tomorrow, or, they don't want me, or they're not going to really believe me in my video or my email. But now I'm like, I'm going to get in deep. And so because I'm now thinking about the pain and the pleasure. So that's what I get. That's what I start with.
Awesome. So you start with, again, just kind of your reason why, and you start more from the pain point, but I'm not going to let you off the hook quite that easy. When it comes to, execution, when it comes to getting traffic, when it comes to, growing your audience, growing your social media audience, etc. Yeah. How many times are you posting a day? How many videos? I saw your channel. You're getting a ton of views. I mean, what does your overall strategy with YouTube look like right now? That's obviously working wonders for you.
With YouTube, I said YouTube is going to be a business. So first I start committing to the process. I'm like, you know what? YouTube can be a 6-figure business. Just YouTube. YouTube. Because think about it. I can market anything. I can talk about anything. I can have a streaming show. I can really teach people. I can do anything. Now they have a community section where you can get involved with your community. You can find out, hey, what do you want me to do a video on? Or what's on your mind? What's your pain point? What are you going to do when you get off work today? I can find out the pain. So I'm like, I'm going to commit to YouTube. So about 2.5 years ago, I said, I'm going to commit to YouTube. That's what I got started with. And so then I was like, I need to be consistent with YouTube. I need to get the training on YouTube. So then I started in 2019. Not that long ago when I started saying, to be honest with you, I mean, really about pretty close. And so how many videos I do a day, it really depends on the audiences. It really depends on the YouTube algorithm and things like that. The partners that I'm able to receive. Thank you, partners, if you're watching this. But and so I'm just happy with that. And so it usually goes based on the attention that you always be teaching. It's attention. I want that attention. I want the attention. So if I got to do 2 videos a day, I'm going to do 2 videos a day based off the audience on my list and on my channel. So I'm like, I'm going to do it on this. I'm doing this. So then I started doing videos based on what my list wanted. That's how I got into different type of opportunities. They say, I asked them, what do you want to do a video? Oh, do a video on Uphold. I was like, what's Uphold? So I looked up Uphold, did it, got views. Okay, people from there said, hey, can you do a video over this? So I should start doing what they wanted, really. And and videos. One time they wanted a video, or I get leads on YouTube or Facebook. I did it. So I'm like, whatever. Hey, listen, whatever the audience wants, I'm going to do it within reason now. And that's what I started to do within reason. I mean, there's 1,000 of them. There's a lot of them out there, to be honest with you. But I mean, I just give them. I say, hey, what's your pain? What can I help you with? And so that's how I got started. And I started listening to the audience in the list. And I started to get more clear. Okay, you want to learn how to make money online through that program. Okay, here are a few programs that you can take advantage of. And so I do a video, and then that's it. And then I'm building my list while I'm doing the videos, because I'm getting the leads, I'm getting the commission sales, and I'm getting those type of opportunities there. But I really just started to do based off the feedback from the audience. That's how I got started.
I mean, that's huge, guys. It seems like such a simple principle. When you actually listen to it, it's like, what do you want? What do you want to learn? Well, let me ask, right? No one ever thinks to ask. And one of the principles of just general business, not even just internet marketing business, is that if you're trying to figure out what the market wants, one of the best ways to figure out what the market wants is just to ask them. And that's for products, that's for affiliate bonuses, that's for literally anything you can think of. If you have a way to ask the market what they want and, give them maybe 5 hot topics to choose from, and, one of them stands out above and beyond all the rest, that's the thing that you want to create your product on. You need to figure out what to post on social media. Ask your audience, what are the favorite posts that I've done over the course of the last 3 months? They'll tell you, do more posts just like that, right? Ultimately, it's a tool and it's a resource that I think so many of us overcomplicate when it comes to tons of market research, when it comes to, the things you should do. I'm not saying don't do market research, but ultimately, if you just stop and look at the resources that you have and ask your audience what they want, and then figure out how to give it to them, that becomes really simple. So Adam, I love that. And then you mentioned define for me. And firstly, guys, in the comment section, if you guys are getting value, type in #value, type it in twice. Let us know, blow up the comment section. Let's have some fun. We got like 130 people on here with us. So let us know if you guys are getting value. And then Adam, you mentioned the partner program. How does that work? Is that a YouTube partner program? What does that overall ecosystem look like, just to bring some real goodies to the folks here?
Man, it's a whole new world I didn't even know. First of all, when you get monetized on YouTube, there is a YouTube partnership program that you get invited to, and you basically allow them to run ads on your videos. And that's what I thought it was. But then later on, once I start being consistent on doing videos and doing what the audience asking me to do, and exactly all I'm doing, partners start reaching out. They want to know your personality. And then you'll get a Movavi who recently just asked me with a partnership deal. They're saying, well, can we run our ads on your video? They literally will say that. And we'll pay you. We'll pay you. And we have an affiliate program. That's where the marketing comes in. Okay, affiliate program, and they'll pay me. Hey, that's up my alley. So that's up my alley. So I can affiliate this. And plus, y'all gonna pay me a little, per, view or per, subscriber, whatever thing that they have going on. And so now Movavi came, and then a few other ones coming in from business, from investing, from clothing wear, because what they're doing is they're wanting you. They're wanting you. They like your audience. They like how you're presenting yourself. They like the fact of how you interacting with people. So they're kind of buying you, to be honest with you. And they're looking at your subscribers and like, okay, I think these may be a good fit. So I had an interview with one of them. I said, so what made you select me? And they said, man, your personality, it seemed like your marketing, you know how to teach, how to teach somebody, how to motivate somebody. You have good energy. And I can tell you are a marketer. I was like, yeah, I am. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I am, so. But they say we got a product right now, and we having problems marketing it. And so we have this company, like, we don't know how to market it. Oh, we need somebody else out on YouTube or Facebook to help us marketing. So it became now like, this is another income stream. Yep. And so you're basically helping other people market their products, just like affiliate marketing, and you can still be yourself. So I'm like, okay, I can use my audience. I can attract new people. Maybe I can get the people who's searching for Movavi, now have a whole video editing people that's looking for it. I can do a couple little skits, or a little bit of type of programs. So I got all these ideas in my mind of how I can really market it in a different way where I'm talking to that person. I'm like, man, this is a whole different thing. I never knew about it. So that's some of the goodies, is that they start reaching out to me, wanting to know, hey, can we run ads, or can you mention our actually name, or we're a startup, man. We just started up, man. We'll pay you X amount of dollars just to help us get it going, or a product review. So that's how I got started. And now it's becoming its own life of its own now. So now I'm turning things down because I'm like, I just, I'm literally turning people down. And
I love it. That's one of the things that I always tell people, that you have your plan about what's going to happen when you do whatever you're thinking of doing, right? And you have, all right, I'm going to create YouTube videos. My YouTube videos that I'm going to create, I'm going to send to my list. My list will get, warmed up because I'm creating YouTube videos. Then my list will buy, and then I'll be able to monetize my list, and I'll be able to make money. And we always have our plan of what's going to happen when we execute. But sometimes we can't think through of all the second order consequences, not in a negative, it's just a second order effects, I should say, all the different things that are going to happen when you get yourself to do that thing. And so with Adam as an example, he puts himself out there on YouTube. Adam, I'm guessing you were probably trying to warm up your list or, gain some email list subscribers. And then all of a sudden you realize, holy crap, they have a partner program. You're getting paid per view now because you got a certain number of kind of views and subscribers, et cetera. Then all of a sudden partners are reaching out to you. Then all of a sudden you're getting sponsored ads, right? You never know if you can get yourself to do that thing. And I know Adam, when he was first getting started, he wasn't someone who was just naturally like, I'm going to go shoot videos all the time. It was something that he had to learn. It was a process he had to develop. It was a skill set that was not just there inherently based on him being born as Adam, right? It was something he had to get good at. And through going through that process, all of these other opportunities have opened up for him. And so, usually what I recommend to people when they're stuck, look at that thing that you should be doing. Look at that thing that you're most afraid of doing, that you've been putting off in the back of your mind as, God, I don't want to do that thing for this reason. And go into that thing. Go into that thing as quickly as humanly possible. And be aware that, yes, the reason you want to do that thing, the benefit that's going to happen to you if you do that thing, that will probably happen. But also there will be a host and a myriad of different kind of hidden benefits that unlock and that open up to you if you can just get yourself to take action, get yourself to execute on that thing, get yourself out of your comfort zone, and ultimately grow as a human being. So Adam, I love it, man. Love that you're crushing it with YouTube. Love that you're crushing it with everything you're doing. 6 figures, absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear your speech at the upcoming Profit Nitro event. And with that said, Adam, obviously, you literally are kind of a byproduct of events. The first time I met you was at the San Reno event in 2018, end of 2018. But for everyone, on this call who maybe hasn't been to an event or is thinking about going to an event or might come to the Profit Nitro event, et cetera, what has the impact of getting to live events been on you and your business? How has it changed your business? How has it helped you create success faster? And where do you think you'd be right now if you hadn't ever got to a live event?
Oh man, you see, you ended it with that. Oh my goodness, I'd be lost, to be honest. I'd be lost. Probably still trying to figure it all out. It would have took much longer, because when I went to the live event, a lot of my questions were answered, or the people that was speaking and the relationships I was building, that gave me confidence. It gave me something to look for. And I remember having conversations. I met yourself. And I remember Paulo Barroso, he said, Adam, cut off your cable when you get home. I didn't know exactly what he was talking about. I'm like, no, I'm watching my shows. Nah, Peel. That's what I told him. Like, I'm going to watch my shows. Nah, I can't do that. He said, if you want to be successful, if you want to make something happen in your business, you need more time in your business. Because at that time, I was telling him I was working 9 to 5. I was telling him my schedule. He wanted to know. So I told him, and he said, you need to cut your cable, you need to cut your TV. And he said this, he said, do not watch TV and cable until you get a real result. And he said, what do you mean real result? You mean a lead or no, I'm talking about a real result. That's what he kind of said. So I'm thinking about like a big sale or something like that. So I did that. When I came home, I cut the cable. She was pissed a little bit because I just cut it off without telling her. She's like, hell no, I can't watch my shows. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. Can we work something else out? And so we worked something out where she was still watching her shows, but because I was that focused, but I didn't really let her know. But anyway, I remember that, and I did not watch any cable shows until I got a real result. And that's when I got, my first pro sale. And that's what happened. I didn't watch any TV. I dove into the marketing. I dove into my attractive character. I dove into what I was doing on traffics and things that he was telling me. He wasn't the only person who was telling me these things. It was everybody there at the live event that was telling me things that I need to do, or their story, or their why, or their, some of their traffic secrets. Oh, I learned some traffic secrets there. Oh, yeah. And then a year later, I had a competition with Paulo and ended up using his own traffic secrets, beating him in the competition. My bad, Paulo, but yes, I did win. But using your own stuff. So anyway, but that happened about, X amount of time ago. But going to a live event, guys, I'm telling you, it does change everything. If it's virtual or in person, you get in a room or you get in a Zoom with all this type of opportunity. And when I went to the live event, I was scared. I barely got there. I spent my last $200 getting on the plane. The hotel was what it was. And I was just like, I got to learn this, do this. I took a bunch of notes. I took it all in. I went home and I just went after it. And that's what I did when I went there. And for a live event, it does help you get more clear on exactly what you need to do, but you need to go ahead and not only take all the information, because you can be a consumer at a live event. You can consume the content because it's good content. It really is. But then you got to find pieces of there that you can take action. So for me, I didn't take action on everything they were telling me, just on a little bit of a time, you know. And so that's what I did. I said, you know what? I'm going to take this and then focus on this and this and this. And that's what happened. But live events can really change some things for you and your questions to get answered. And then some of your pain and pleasure, you also learn you're not the only person going through what you're going through. And now once I was around other people, I'm like, man, Jim, you going through this too? You working 9 to 5, boss throwing donuts on the ground? I mean, it was like you're the same person. So that made me feel like I was in the right place at the right time. And I left out of there, man. I came home and I was like, I'm going to do this. And it took some time now. It just didn't happen overnight, you know, but over time it happened and I was excited. I'm still excited about it. Absolutely. Live events where it is.
That's one of your strengths, just so you know. Your excitement, your personality, your enthusiasm, it's magnetic and people love it and therefore they're attracted to it and therefore you make a ton of sales with it. So I love it, man. Hey, thank you so much for spending some time with us here this evening. And I mean, everyone on here, let us know once again. Say thank you, Adam, in the comments box. Let us know if you guys got some value out of tonight's call. And what I would say when it comes to the Profit Nitro event is, look, if you're on the fence, get off the fence, come to the event. It's a free event. It's a $97 deposit. You can go to mishawilson.com/event. When you get to the actual event, we will refund the deposit. Once again, the deposit's just there for us to be able to see who's coming, who's not, and plan accordingly. Totally free event. Get to the event. And then what I would say is, there's a difference sometimes between a virtual event and a live event. There's a magic when it comes to a live event, when it comes to the commitment and the process and, you having to buy the event, you having to book the hotel, you having to get on the plane, you having to fly to the thing, you having to check in, you having to do all of those things in order to get to the live event. The difference is you take it much more seriously sometimes. Yeah. And so what I would do is I would challenge you when it comes to this event. What I can guarantee you from my end is that everything that we'll share during the actual event will be just as, if not, exponentially better than the last, live event that you were at in person. The content, the speakers, etc. You will get a ton of value. And all I would ask from you is if you show up and bring your absolute best self and commit to this thing like, you spent $25,000 on it and show up with that level of intention to gain, mastery over the skill sets that we share and then take action over those skill sets that we share and truly show up understanding that how you do the small things is how you do the big things. How you show up to one thing is how you show up to another thing. And if you show up to this event and say, yeah, I'm going to kind of buy the free ticket and I'll show up after lunch, after I get some food, I'm going to kick back and I'm going to be, in my sweaties. I'm not going to talk to anyone. And I'm just going to kind of sort of do it. You're only going to kind of sort of do your business. And if you only kind of sort of do your business, you're not going to do what Adam did. You're not going to break through. You're not going to make six figures, not going to make millions of dollars, right? But if you attend this event with the desire and with the anticipation and with the, will that you can tell that Adam has, that's got him to where he is right now. And if you attend this event with the mindset of, I'm going to treat this thing like I invested $100,000 in it. And I literally, I'm completely and totally all in with this thing. And if you bring your best self, it could absolutely change your life, could absolutely get you to the next level. And it could absolutely, once again, completely and totally change your future a year from now, 6 months from now, looking back on this event being the time that absolutely shifted everything. So that's what I would say. Buy your ticket, come to the event, but come to the event with that intention and with that attention for what we'll share. And that's the way that you can get the most value. So with that said, head over to mishawilson.com/event. Once again, guys, let us know in the comments box. Did you guys get value? Let Adam know with a quick thanks. Thank you, Adam. And with that said, Adam, we still have 116 people on here live with us. Do you have any last parting words for everyone who showed up here tonight on this call, brother?
Yes, I mean, you said it beautifully about the live event, and yes, it's definitely one of those things where I'm so thankful that I went to the live event because I almost didn't go. I almost didn't go. My mindset was playing tricks on me, and I didn't have a whole lot of money. I was thinking, I mean, if I go out here, what would I do? Would they like me? I was just overthinking the process. But what got me on that plane was the pain and the opportunity of what this could be. And so when I did it and I put those things together, it was like one of the best decisions I made in my business, in my entrepreneur journey, is because I was around people that wanted what I wanted, and people who speaking have what I'm going to get. That's why I kind of kept telling myself. And so I'm telling you guys, I mean, just do what Misha tell you. Go to MishaWilson.com. I'm telling you, that live event, it can really make an impact. But if it does this, it at least gives you some type of clarity. It gives you something where you can hang on, and then if you can hang on to something, maybe that's enough to take a step. So that's why these things are important, because when I was there, I wasn't sure what I was going to do next. But as I stood in there and I listened, I stayed the entire time, I got more clear, and then I took action. So live events are good.
Awesome. Perfect. I can't say it any better myself. Adam, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate everyone on this call. Thank you guys for spending about 45 minutes on here with us tonight. Hope you guys got a ton of value. And until next time, guys, over and out. See ya.